Okay, Saturday morning, Universal show, always an element of surprise. As I told you, Saturday morning, celebrity rollout. We've got to get them in the building. Now he's in the country for a few days. And I said, it's only right that we get him in the studio.
It's only right.
It's only right. It's only
You already
right.
know what to do. It's Ty Dolla Sign. What's happening?
Jeez, Ty Dolla, what's happening, my brother?
I'm bowling.
You good?
Yes, sir.
So how many times you been to the UK?
Probably like my sixth time.
Sixth time.
Yeah.
How you finding the UK now? You really familiar with
I love
London
it.
now?
You know, I'm into Nando's. You know,
Nando's.
I got a Mr. Chow out here. I'm about to go check that out after this.
Oh, cool. So listen, what we like to do, right? So I know you probably have a lot of fans logged on right now, and they know about your background and your rise and how you got into the game. But there are a lot of listeners as well that maybe just only familiar with the songs, but not about the person.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, if you don't know, you better ask somebody.
And now they're going to find out this morning. So we've got Ty Dolla in the building. We just want the UK and the world to know this morning, a little history about yourself, about how we got to the point where we are today. How did it all start? How did it all start for you?
I started out in Los Angeles, California. That's where I'm from, South Central to be exact. I grew up in a musical household. My pops was a part of this band in the 70s called Lakeside. And he was always gone on tour, you know, or in the studio doing his thing. He also played in a couple other different bands and he did production and everything. So there was always instruments around. I just started picking up the guitar, picking up the bass, learning, you know, songs from the radio on my own just by ear. Then I started, got on the keys, got on the drums. And one day he saw me and he bought me my own equipment. So the MPC 60 was my first drum machine.
Oh, wow.
That was when I was about like 13. It was the older one. I wanted the newer one, so I ended up selling it and getting my own new one. And you know, from there I took off. And my first beat that I ever got out there was Tooted and Booted on YG's project in about 2009. Also did the hook on there, and that was my song at first. It was gonna be my single. We put it out. We put like a little bootleg video out with my homie James Earl. He directed it. It was super ghetto at this beach called Dockweiler with a gang of girls, and it got like 1 million and some views.
Really?
And Def Jam was looking at it, and they just wanted YG. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Take it. You know, you got it. That was his first single. He took off. From there, he always, kept me and Mustard. Mustard was his DJ. I was just the guy singing on the hook, like, some kind of like Nate Dogg. That's why everybody, I guess, compares me to Nate Dogg.
Yes,
Shout
they
out to
do.
Nate Dogg,
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
in peace. Then, after that, we were just chilling in the house one day, shooting dice, talking about each other, just bagging on each other, me and Mustard and my other homie Reem Riches. And Mustard's like, yo, let me get some drum sounds. So I give him some drum sounds. 3 months after that, he pulls up to me on La Brea and 21st Street up in Los Angeles. And he's like, yo, Ty, I'm about to pass you up on this production shit. I said, my bad. Yeah. I said, for real? Let's see if you could do it. So a year later, he's the biggest producer in the whole world.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
And that's that part.
And you know what? I don't think a lot of people know about the production side,
Yeah.
because they only know about your singing side.
Yeah.
Now, so,
I produce heavy.
you spoke about, what was it, playing guitar?
Yeah, all the instruments. If you ever listen to any of my projects, Beach House 1, 2, Sign Language, Beach House EP, you'll hear a lot of instrumentation. That's me, my homie D-Mal, Mustard, Nate 3D, chords. We got a whole squad.
So was you always under the name Ty Dolla as a producer?
Nah, I just Tyrone Griffin.
Tyrone Griffin.
Yeah.
So what tracks then as a secret ghost producer?
Yeah.
Secret ghost producer.
Ghost writer, ghost producer.
Ghost
all
producer. I like. So what tracks would you be responsible for that we probably know then that were became very popular under your name?
Yeah, I did this song called my most recent one was called Next to It with Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
I don't really give a lot of people my beats. I keep them to myself. But I might branch off and start doing more if I can get more time. I've been doing a lot of shows and a lot of stuff, man. So I haven't been shopping beats like that, but I just keep them to myself.
How challenges in it then being a producer as opposed to having the mic in your hand? How challenging is it? 'Cause they're two
all-
different areas.
Yeah, it's all fun to me, man. Like,
Yeah,
music is
yeah.
what I do, so
Yeah.
I like the whole process from, may it be just you saying something that I like and like, yo, I'm gonna make a song out of that. Or I could just be beating on the wall
Yeah.
and then come with a song, we record it and I EQ the hell out of this right here and make it sound real good.
Yeah.
And then, I got a song actually on my album. It's called Miracle. And it's my brother singing from jail. And it's him and his cellmate beating on the bed, and those are the drum sounds.
Oh,
So
wow.
so that just tells you like what I could do with music.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. If you've just locked on this morning, we have got Dolla in the building. I'll tell you what, he's breaking it all down this morning. Now, the other part we've got to ask this morning, the area where you come from, where you say you're from again?
South Central Los Angeles, California.
Now, is there a particular sound that you would say defines South Central? Is there a particular sound?
It goes back from the 90s or even before that. Like my pops group they were all signed to this record company called Solar, which is Sound of Los Angeles Recordings. So they had Shalimar, they had
So I remember the label.
So the sound, you could either look at it as that or you could look at it as what we got going on now, but we definitely have our signature sound. And we've took it from the West Coast to the world now, well, especially with the mustard beats.
Yeah, crazy. Now, one of the tracks that I love the most from you is the one where you're sampling the Tony Tone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what made you think of that.
Go
that-
deep in it.
Yeah, that's a track that, I don't know, I just didn't even think anybody would do anything with it.
Oh, man, good looking.
Well, what was it about that tune?
I've always loved Tony. And,
Yeah.
the guitar, man.
Do,
Like,
do,
what?
do, do, do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as soon as I heard that beat, I had to kill it.
Yeah, crazy. Now, how would you define Dolla? Because some people are still not too sure as if you're a rapper,
Yeah.
singer.
I think people are judging me off of like how I look, like the black guy with tattoos and dreads, and he's from LA.
Yeah.
So, he's a rapper. Nah, take a second guess, man. I sing every single song you've heard has melody. It's never just like yo, da 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 da. Like, no, it's all melody.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at with it.
Inspirations. Who are your inspirations when you was coming up? I know you spoke very highly about your father, the group that he was in. What about your musical interests? Because it's quite broad, especially as a producer as well.
Yeah.
I know they're into very broad spectrum of music.
Yeah, we can go from Tupac to Stokely from Mint Condition. He's like one of my favorite singers.
Wow.
That's like who I listen to every day. Kim Burrell in the gospel world. She's like the
you're
best
going
singer.
in.
Yeah.
That's very soulful.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like to hear like the realest of the real. Then I like Bad Brains. I like punk music, I like Jay Dilla. He's my favorite producer ever.
Okay.
Pete Rock, Primo. We can go for hours, man. I just love music.
That's crazy. Now, the thing is now, a lot of people would say like hip hop is like the main genre that influences people around the world right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know there was a time and a period, especially like from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early noughties, R&B was crazy at the forefront.
Yeah.
Why do you think that it doesn't gravitate towards the youth like the way hip hop does these days? Why do you think that? Is there a reason behind that?
I think the R&B doesn't grab the youth because it was too silky. It was like, like the guys with the super curly hair with the shirt open, like, it's just a little too much. Like people want something they can relate to, and I think I did that for R&B. I came in like just saying whatever I want to say, like the real, not like baby, I want to get down on my knees and like anything you want, I'll do it. Like no, like what it really is like this. I just want to party for. Let's have a good time, and if we can relate good enough and it can last another day and another day and another day, then that'll be what it is. But for the most part, it's probably just going to be tonight, and I'm just going to be real with you, so don't be mad at me.
Well, this is the thing, because it's all turned up now, because check this out, right? In the 70s and 80s, it was like, I love you, I give you the moon,
Yeah.
I give you the stars.
Yeah.
And then R. Kelly switched it up. He said, I want to sex you, right?
Yeah.
Was it sex me or whatever?
Yeah.
And then in the
you
noughties,
remind me of my Jeep. I want to ride it.
yeah. Now it's gone from there to eat my booty like groceries. How did it get to that part? How
was
did
just
it get
real,
there?
Because back in the 90s, behind closed doors, he was eating that butt. They just didn't talk about it, you know? And nowadays, like, we could just say what we want. So
Do they actually write this? Eat my booty like groceries. do they sit down and write that?
yo, shout out to Janae, man. She's one of the best.
It's not just
She's
Janae.
one of the best R&B
It's not
singers
just
out there right now, man. I love Janae. She killed that verse, by the way. Every time you play that in the club, all the girls are gonna sing that part.
Yeah, eat that. Yeah, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the man them are standing like,
Yeah, see,
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Also, in the 90s, it was the rappers, right?
Yeah.
They were like talking that, like Ice Cube and all them.
Yeah.
They were like dissing women, you know, and now it gives the women a chance to come back and say what they want to say, you know. It used to be all about just suck my D, but now the girls can talk about how the guy returns that favor. Hello.
Oh yeah, it's the morning. It's the Universal show.
Wake
We've got Tito in the building.
Wake that ass up.
He said he promised me that he wouldn't curse this morning. No
I'm sorry,
cursing.
man.
Listen, where'd you get the name from, man? Is it self-explanatory?
Yeah,
because you know what I think
my
it
name
is
is Ty.
Yeah,
and
then the
I
dollars.
get them dollars. Yep. So that's how it happened. Shout out to my homie Ace from Push's. He actually started calling me Ty Dolla Sign.
Okay.
And I just made that my artist name.
Okay. So tell us about this big single, the one that like dominated the UK, Paranoid.
Man.
Now, break that tune now. We need to talk about that this morning.
Yeah.
Was that a true story, by the way?
It's definitely a true story. How I got inspired to do that was I was at this club called Supper Club in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. And I came there with one girl and Wiz and everybody. And as soon as I got to the table, I realized, like, what are you doing? Like, you're in LA. Like, why did you just come with this girl? Because right in back of me walks up this other girl that I'm talking to, and she kept it real cordial. She just gave me the hug and gave me the kiss on the cheek and went about her business. And then like 5 minutes later, like another girl that I talked to, man, I'm just telling on myself. Another girl that I talked to comes up and she does damn near the same thing. And then I look and see where she goes. And then she goes and she's talking to the same girl that came up 5 minutes before that. I'm like, I didn't even know they knew each other. But luckily, I still had the girl that was with me, and we went home that night and did our thing.
Was she the better one as well?
Yes. You guessed it.
You had to make sure.
But those other two, you know, they thought I was kind of foul, so I don't even talk to them anymore, but I'm sure they're doing good in life, so shout out to them.
I'm sure they want to hit you up on Instagram right now. I'm sure they do.
Oh, man, don't do it. Don't embarrass yourself. You will get blocked.
Right, tell us about some of the best shows that you've done so far on your journey.
Oh,
where have they been? I've seen some of your shows, you know.
Oh, really?
They look crazy, you know.
Thank you, bro.
No, I don't know if I could let girls do certain things that I see them doing to you. You know.
Yeah, the shows go up, man. If you haven't
they go off.
If you haven't seen the Ty Dolla Sign show, man, I don't know what you've been doing with your life, but you need to get up and get out here. These last 4 days, I've just been doing shows out here in Europe, and they've been some of the illest shows. I can't even remember past these last 4 because they've been so crazy.
How different are they compared to the shows back home?
Back home is just as live, but I didn't think out here was gonna be this crazy because I just didn't realize that so many people out here are listening to my music. But it was just as raw.
Oh.
So, you know, shout out to the people out here banging that Ty Dolla. Whoa.
Ty Dolla in the building. Now, forthcoming project.
Free TC, the album. It'll be out, you know, any day now. I got all the mixes. I'm just waiting on this master. I know I've said a couple times like different release dates, but I pushed it back just to make sure, you know, you get the best buy for your money. And just put it like this, man. I spent over $60K in strings alone. Like hired a real orchestra, hired the homie Benjamin Wright to come through and help me. You know, he's the guy who did Off the Wall, Thriller for Michael Jackson, Future Sex Love Sounds for Justin Timberlake, and like a gang of other like incredible projects as far as the string arrangement stuff goes. So, you know, that's how much I care about my music. Rather than just going out and buying Rolexes and chains and all that stuff. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I do have a brand new 2015 911 Turbo, but you know, I'm saving my money.
Do you know what? I really like what you just said there, you know, because you don't really... Look, I do a lot of interviews. I'm going to keep it 100. You don't really talk about... You don't really hear many artists say, I care a lot about my music. It's more about what comes around and what's associated with it.
Yeah, I think
a lot of
people are in here, you know, for the fame and for the money and for the drama. And I'm more so here to just like make great songs. And that's because I'm actually really talented and I actually really do music and I've been doing it for a while. Some people just get lucky and get in and, you know, people like them. And they're just created as an artist. I'm like a real genuine artist.
So who are some of your favorite modern day artists? Someone that you'd like to work with that you really love what they're doing?
I want to work with Jay-Z.
Okay.
I want to work with Dr. Dre. All the greats. I want to work with Michelle and Cello. That's probably like a lot of people don't know about. She's like one of the greatest female bass players and artists. And I want to work with her. So if you hear this, holla at me.
Okay. Crazy. They're telling us that we've got to wrap it up this morning, Ty Dolla, man.
Let's
I can't
do
believe
it, man. I had a great time.
We're going to hit you up with 3 random questions this morning.
Yeah.
Just random.
Let's get it.
And you just be honest as you can.
All right.
The last time you had to say, get out of my bed.
Last night. Don't tell nobody.
You've just told everybody. You just
our flight is in an hour. I was lying too. We had like 4 hours.
The last time you said, I really like this.
The last time I made a song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coke, Pepsi.
Neither. Water.
Okay, there you have it. Ty Dolla in the building, right here on the Universal Show. Could you give out your social networks this morning, please?
It's at Ty Dolla $. If you don't know how to spell Ty Dolla $, don't follow me with your stupid ass. And my Snapchat is for ladies only. I don't want no guys, man. I swear to God, I don't want no guys.
No guys following you on Snapchat.
It's TGOD Ty Dolla. Follow up, ladies.
What should we kick off with this morning?
Let's kick it off with Blase, my new single featuring Future, Ray Schremer, produced by DJ Spins, Hood Rich. Let's get it. You already know what it is. Whoa!